Hey, I'm Nixie Pixel and you're watching OS Alt, your source for open source and the Sonic Hedgehog gene. Today I'm teaching you how to eliminate distractions, the free software way, but first here's a picture of two lions cuddling. Aww. Okay, anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, how to work more efficiently? Brought to you by Tang. So, what do top stories on Reddit have to do with this video? Absolutely nothing. In fact, I'm making this because the creator of ADHD recently admitted it was a fictitious disease right before he died, so we have no excuse to be distracted anymore. With that being said, here are some of the best programs to keep you trucking away at things you have little to no interest in. Work. My criteria here is the application needs to be recently updated under a free software license and available for all operating systems in multiple languages. So here we go. In the world of all the things, to-do lists are helpful. For instance, I usually create a Google Doc with some bullet points, then never open it again. Well, that's no good. Task Unifier inspires you to take ownership of your actions a bit more. The layout is pretty simple, having a separation between work, play, or whatever other categories you decide. Sort by star level, urgency, even overdue tasks for those chronic procrastinators. On the other hand, if you feel the need to procrastinate more, the event has a postpone option. You can arrange your tasks even further in folders, but that's really as complex as the grouping gets. And that's okay, the real key is it's unified, so you can't ignore what's on your list. Hence, Task Unifier. It has two-way synchronization like Google Drive does, and will sync to the web, other PCs, a phone. You can even sync to third-party sites like Google Calendar, Toodle-a-Doo, and Outlook, which may make you paranoid because your to-do list is following you. That was a program for the bare essentials on to-do listing, but if you're really into logging things, there's eGroupware. It's a web-based application with all the same task management options as Task Unifier, plus the ability to have other friends or coworkers assist in keeping you, well, on task. Members can also share files, vote in polls, edit the group wiki, and collaborate, according to their permissions, of course. Taking out the garbage, going shopping, meeting your ex to return a precious CD that you found a year after you broke up. There's always going to be things in life that you'd rather not do, but if you put them in a calendar, they will bug you until you're compelled to do them anyway. Zimbra Open Source Edition is a great calendar and communication hub. Yes, the two previous applications also have calendars in the wealth of their functionality, but if you're mostly into scheduling, a powerful calendar tool may be just what you need, secondary to project management. So here's the deal, a lot of the applications I'm going through do have a paid option if you want plugins and extra things. It's hard to break away from Google Calendar, at least for me. I think that's because Google really has you in the cloud. You know you can access your schedule from anywhere, and that's important. Most calendar applications are stored locally, and what good does that do you? With Zimbra though, you can still access all the features on your Android or iOS device, and even your BlackBerry if you're still rocking that. As far as the applications you love on your desktop already, Zimbra integrates with Thunderbird and iCal if you're an Apple user. The cherry on the sundae, I think, is the ability to publish Facebook or Google Calendar events as feeds in Zimbra too. There's also user development extensions called Zimlets that can make possibilities pretty much endless. And you have voice chat and a robust contact list, but sticking to the calendar, a really useful feature is smart scheduling. It's like a digital secretary that checks others' availabilities and compares it to your own. So cool. And when all else fails and you find yourself rendered helpless to the powers of the internet, don't blame Facebook or Google Plus or Tumblr. Ooh. Just block them. Temporarily, of course. You're in luck. You can also do this on all operating systems, but for the sake of my sanity, I'll show you in Linux. Let's get into our Etsy host file and edit it so Facebook will no longer be a problem for us. And all we do is add 127.0.0.1. It's considered the location of your computer, so we're changing the host file to spoof our computer into thinking that the website is stored locally. When this file can't be located, it skips it and blocks the site. To unblock it, simply comment out the lines you've added with a £, and you're back to being inefficient in no time. If you know of any software that vanquishes distractions, do let me know because I'm always on the lookout. Thanks for watching OS Alt. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on next Friday's episode of All Things Open Source. Until next time, just one more page. Just one more page. Just one more page. Speaking of procrastination, if you're like me, you avoid looking at your cell phone bill at all costs. There's always random charges that go unexplained, and your provider can do that. If you're contracted, they own you. It's time to take back your freedom with Ting. It's a new service that's bringing clarity, usability, and big savings to mobile phone users. Here's how it works. Only pay for the data, minutes, and text messages that you use. And what you don't will be credited back to you. It's just that simple. Ting was created by a bunch of geeks just like us who are also tired of being tied to contracts, so they know the value of transparency, speed, and customer service. And they're cheaper too. If you don't believe me, try their online savings calculator. And for being an OS Alt viewer, you get $25 off most Ting devices or Ting service. Just check out osalt.ting.com. It's mobile that makes sense.